Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Silver Gauntlets. I hope you are having a great day. It's time for a Division 1 League match. Two of the best runners in OT Randomizer are going to battle it out today. But first, I'm Tobias. With me today is Gutrune. Gutrune, how are you today?
I'm doing fabulous today. I hope you're doing great, Tobias.
Oh, heck yeah. Can't be more hyped for this match. This is two of the best that our community has to offer. This is RyuuKane versus Sponge. Both of them in League Division 1. Looking at the standings real quick, both of them have played 4 games in Division 1 so far. 2 wins for Sponge as well as 2 losses, where meanwhile RyuuKane with... Oh, sorry, both of them have... Sponge has played 4 games, Ryu has played 3. 2 wins for Sponge, 2 losses. Ryu started with a win and then 2 losses, I think. Well, yeah, those are at the moment ranks 1 and 3 in the OOTR League, period. So we should be in for a treat. And once more, everyone, remember this is League, so we're settings might be a bit different than what you might be used to from, from Season 5 tournaments. Mainly, as you can just see right here, chest size matches contents is off, so disengage that CSMC brain. Ooh, big chest does not apply today.
Something else to note is vanilla spawns. So,
Yeah, so no predictions for where would drop in today, quite obviously.
Now, I haven't been keeping in touch with the league meta. What is the usual meta so far?
Good question, but I think that was just an eyeball frog on Sponge's side?
Wait, we can frog warp.
Okay, so we also did not start out with do not start out with any consumables. We get a wallet though from Mido as well. So yeah, League does not start out with consumables, so no Deku nuts, no Deku sticks. You need to actually get the rupees to buy those in a Kokiri shop if you want to use them. You also don't get a shield to start with, not even a plank of wood.
Also, as Chaz pointing out, we already got 1 piece of meme percent.
Yep, winner heart piece was in Midos. That was the very first heart piece we found. Good start to meme percent, that's for sure.
So what's going to be an interesting decision for our runners is, do they want to frog warp or not?
Good question. You probably also want to be conservative about your safe warps at this point. Because, you know, that reverts to the prescription. So... might want to prioritize going adult and going to the lake. And we are also seeing an immediate divergence here. Sponge, after picking Kokiri Forest pretty much clean, goes on to the Deku Tree. Did that just say final? Is Frog's 2 reward is a scale? Did I see that right? No, it's a can't be.
It's a purple rupee. I
Okay.
think. Oh, it's a piece of heart.
And
Okay,
40
yeah.
is dead. Alright, let's see what Song Melon gives us. This check-in Deku Tree, although it is a big chest, it's nothing. Makes Deku Tree take a bit more time. And we have Minuet from Melon, that's logical forest access as an adult.
It's also free access for the song and easily going back to Lost Woods,
Oh
which
yeah.
RyuuKane did skip.
Might end up a pretty good routing decision for Ryu. We'll see what Sponge finds in the Deku Tree here. But first, what's in a silo? Well, Sponge finds a golden rupee that gives us a bunch of money. Fill up that wallet that we got from Mido, as well as a Kokiri sword. Yeah.
Huh.
Alright. Guess we don't need Deku sticks today. Or don't need a lot of Deku sticks anyway. Silo had nothing. Song of Storms is on Saria's check.
Nothing at 50 skulls, fortunately.
Phew. Jabu is foolish. That's our first foolish hint that we got here. And Bigoron crafts what? Did you see that, Gutrune?
I think that was Zora Tunic? I saw something Zora. Zora something, so...
Oh, a
scale?
Zora scale. Ooh.
Oh.
Do not like.
Oh, that is...
And Jabu is still foolish. That was Kokiri Storm Squad giving us the repeat for that hint.
Oh boy, that's interesting now. Because you start with the eyeball frog.
How's that interesting? Can you explain it to the viewers? Because I obviously understand it.
Basically, with the eyeball frog, I forgot the I forgot how the trade quest works completely. But I remember the eyeball frog requires 3 steps to getting the eye drops.
Yeah, you have to go to the lake laboratory and get your prescription, get your eye drops. And then from there, with the eye drops, you run to Big Goron and give him the eye drops. He gives you the flame check, and then you turn that in for the Bigoron sword, or whatever is on BGS today. Our scale in this case. Shield on the Ocarina game. But yeah, the trade quest is a Death Mountain trail check for the purposes of a foolish hint. So if the Death Mountain trail is foolish, no matter if you saw the Bigoron hint already, you know that Bigoron is nothing.
It can't be foolish here with a scale.
That is true. So we will not see a DMT foolish hint today. But domain being foolish doesn't really matter for the purpose of the trade quest. So where was that domain foolish hint? I must have missed that.
Good question.
And Spirit Medallion on the Deku Tree. That was a good gamble by Sponge.
It was just right outside of Lost Woods in Kokiri.
Oh, the Kokiri hint. I see. Well, Ryu into Deku Tree with nothing and about to get his own Spirit Medallion. Deku Tree, there's that domain hint, I see. Deku Tree is, or used to be a really common early gameplay in Season 3, and is returning to that in League settings with Open Deku. Because it's a bunch of checks, you need nothing to get in there, and yeah, you're almost... well, not guaranteed an item, but ferry outside Ganon's castle, or did that Hyrule Castle. Say Hyrule Castle. In any case, that's a strength on Bridge Scrub.
That's interesting. Don't worry, Purple. I think we have 0 chance of doing that.
So what was our prediction anyway?
It was who finds
find
spawns
explosives first. Explosives. So
Oh, yeah.
choose count for that purpose.
That is true.
I don't think we can burn down the stream. I mean, we can technically move Hell Knight out of this channel, but I think that doesn't do anything. But we have a full complement of shields except for the mirror shield. The early game shields are all already with us.
That means Team Never Buy a Shield is clearly winning this race.
Well, yeah. That's guaranteed. Neither of our runners is gonna have to shell out for a Deku shield, that's for sure.
Oh no, they both did.
For a damn it, Hylian shield.
They both purchased the Deku shield.
Nah, they both got it from Mido.
Oh wait. Oh wait, yeah, Mido gave it. Huh. I forgot already.
So Team Never Buy a Shield really winning today. Sponge about to get his Song of Storms from the Sacred Forest Meadow child check, which, yeah, Ryu definitely has a routing advantage here, or had a routing advantage by sheer luck. So. Yeah, we have 2 Foolishes and no Path Hints. We also have almost all of our Always Hints. Only lacking the 30 Skulls, the OOT, and the Skull Mask hint.
Really wonder what is available. What's the Strength 1?
Oh, Strength 1 puts a bunch of things into logic, not least of all, most of Dodongo's Cavern. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Jabu hint is in this very grotto, you are correct, Benji. Strength also, well, doesn't directly put it into logic, but we are a hookshot away from being able to do most of Forest Temple. Yeah, you really want, if you're rooting for Ryu, you really don't want him to skip that bridge scrub.
I think he wouldn't skip the bridge scrub, because I remember he didn't have the rupees to farm, and he didn't want to farm it, so.
Yeah, well, he did get that 200 rupee piece from the Deku Tree though, so his wallet's full.
Yeah.
Sponge getting his song from the ranch and not much else. Gonna be totally very happy about that, considering the way he routed early game to basically eliminate his entire need for needing that particular song as a child.
Oh, and he is leaving
Ryu is leaving the bridge scrub for now. Well, that's an advantage for Sponge for sure. Here's hoping that he A, finds another strength, or B, finds his way back to it at some point. Maybe if 30 Skulls is something, or if he finds an early bottle, this might lead him back to there to do some dirt patch skulls pretty early on.
I don't particularly think so. You're most likely going to adult to clear out a lot of early game adult checks here, actually.
Oh yeah, for sure. But again, if you're rooting for Ryu, you want him to find some way back into that particular neck of the woods. Ha ha
Yeah,
ha.
obviously.
Yeah, if there's a bottleneck sitting in early Dodongo's cavern, then that would not be helpful. But Ryu is starting to collect skulls now. Blue Rupee in the silo missed that the first time, and Sponge is opting to keep that eyeball frog around, not safe warping. Though I'm not sure if safe warping as a child actually affects that, I'm not sure. And Death Mountain Crater path to Bongo. Sun is double defense London Ranch path to... What? London Ranch path to Phantom Cannon?
Wait.
Did I see that right? I'm gonna need to VOD dive for that one. Those hints were juicy. You keep him entertained for a moment.
We just got 3 paths there.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, it was DMC to Bongo Bongo. And... Yep, and then there was something to Morpha. I think it was Sacred Forest Meadow to Morpha. At least I think it is. Let me double check. Yeah, Lon Lon Ranch Beat. Okay, yeah, SFM to Morpha. And RyuuKane choosing to Frog Warp here. Alright. So, it's either Time or Storms, which can be 2 entirely different things here, for the Morpha hint. The Lon Lon Ranch to Phantom Ganon means we have no other way to logically access Forest Temple without the minuet, so it's going to be locked behind there. Yeah, it's most likely Storms. And that's a mirror shield. Literally all shields in the first 20 minutes. It's a serenade.
Oh! Hey, if my microphone is turned on, I actually can say things. That's your serenade in the windmill. Alright, so that mirror shield, by the way, was kind of out of logic. Or not kind of, it was out of logic. That was at the, getting to Rufio in League settings, or with League logic, requires a hook shot. That jump up onto the roof of the building there, that our runners did, technically out of logic. So that mirror shield is meant to be later in the seed. Sigh. Don't. And slingshot in the shield grave. Likewise, by the way, access to that freestanding heart piece in the windmill, if it had an item, would be limited to, or would require Song of Time for you to actually get there in logic. Because again, this trick is not enabled in League.
I mean, you already have Song of Time, so...
Yeah. Wait, when did we get Song of Time?
It was on menu. It was on the Minuet song check.
Oh. Let's see what Dampe has for us. A bow!
Oh boy.
And
a
Vince
Vince!
Fire! Ooh boy! Dampe loaded today.
Iris is not allowed to have fun this seed.
No, it's not. Really, really not. This is the ultimate punished. Let's see what the song in the Composer's Grave is. We're also still lacking that OOT hint. Din's Fire, not in the toilet today, that's for sure. So Tiris is a pretty well-known runner in the community, known for two things, jokingly. Rushing Ice Cavern, to the point where he has an emote for that, and hating Dampe Race. Thanks, Lady Draco, exactly that emote. And here is the start of what could be a song chain, Requiem of Spirit in the Composer's Grave. So Dampe is not throwing today. Yeah, this race is not as easy as our runners make it look, by the way. You're normally fighting to actually get a sub 1 minute time and get both of those items from Dampe.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did a 59 on my first run.
Yeah, sure. And Anju has a heart container. Yeah, no, definitely did not sub 1 minute on my very first run, I can tell you that much. Dampe likes to put his mixtape right into my path. You know why I call it his mixtape?
No.
Because it's fire.
I don't know how to process the pain you just gave me.
That was exactly the point. And really good adult shooting gallery from RyuuKane for 5 rupees back. Well, at least you got a reduced price.
Seems like Sponge is skipping the adult shooting gallery and going straight to Requiem.
No one got explosives yet. No. Yeah, Sponge wants to know what that song is, also wants to get that hint in the desert. And it is bigger on Craftozora scale. Well, we have confirmation of that part. Could you spot what was on the archway there?
I did not see.
And that's Sun Song. Great. Great early game song, makes routing a lot easier. Meanwhile, RyuuKane is going up the mountain. Kindra says thinks it was a bloopy. Thanks a lot. And chat is pointing out, yes, Sponge is probably out to buy shoes. And here's a boomerang atop Death Mountain, Death Mountain Trail atop the Dongo's Cavern.
That is...
That sucks because Jabu is foolish.
Yeah. But it's also a required dungeon, so...
Yeah, and I mean, it gives you a song and a third of another one, so you're gonna do it pretty early on. And yeah, this is a naked reverse wasteland. We don't have a hookshot, we don't have hover boots, but we do have enough money to buy shoes.
Also, for the sake of a prediction, this is not finding explosives.
This is purchasing. I mean, this is purchasing explosives. Hell Knight, does this count? By the way, magic in DMT Storm's Grotto.
So... we're not finding light.
And that's bomb shoes for Sponge. 10 shoes. They also missed the hint in,
Oh, is Sponge going GTG?
I mean, at this point you might as well at least open the damn gate, but his problem is that he is... Wait, what? How did that work?
Wait.
How did he get busted there? I thought you're not supposed to be able to open or get into that, Interesting, I didn't know that was possible. I learned something today. You can still get busted through the gate, apparently. I did not know that was possible. I think Sponge missed that bomb shoe, though.
He did.
And that is... What was that?
That looked like a green rupee.
Arrows. Yeah, I mean, the crate dropped a green rupee, but that was a bundle of arrows. And Shoot the Sun is still double defense. And the waterfall had a heart piece. And that's bomb shoes on the volcano. Well, Sponge got explosives first, but RyuuKane might have, well, is not able to get those yet. I'm gonna have to trust the judgment of the boss, by the way, in terms of that prediction.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't count as finding because there's still technically 5 bomb shoe packs.
Sponge has explosives, but he bought 10 shoes. Does that count as finding explosives? Buying counts. Well then.
Okay.
Boss says buying counts. Congratulations to the winners of that prediction. And RyuuKane is probably doing the same thing as Sponge and also buying explosives.
I mean, explosives are kind of broken. You can literally do everything.
Yeah. Alright. Here's Sponge farming some money. What are we gonna do with it? Well, first of all, we're gonna check out the Boulder of Destiny, and then probably do some child market checks.
I did the child market check. Unless I'm misremembering.
And, well, 30 Skulls is dead.
Oh, and RyuuKane with the magic can check down here.
Oh yeah, good point. Certainly, well, sadly didn't pay off, but that would have been a big advantage for RyuuKane. Would have kind of counterbalanced him not getting that strength.
He has no way of grabbing the skull, Lady Draco. You need Hope Shot to get that skull.
Nope. Yeah, you need something to pull that skull towards you. Backflipping up to it does not work. Oh. Sponge is using time of day to make it Dampe o'clock. So, let's see. Finishing off Graveyard here. And Dampe has Greg! That's the green rupee of eternal glory. We found him. Meme percent 2 out of 5.
Yep, we just need the nice arrows, the paperweight, and Nairu's love.
Sunsong Grave has... something in that chest. Let's see what it is. 20 bucks. Oh well.
Guys, please remember, it's not CMCA, CSMC.
I know. Almost got baited into that, but no. Sponge is gonna do flame storage and get that check. Well, out of logic for him because he doesn't have magic yet, but we know it's in logic actually. In any ways, he's gonna get that check. Flames in the Composer's Grave. Let's see what it has. Meanwhile, Ryu might be going with the old standby, rush GTG with almost nothing. We have a bow and not much else that's useful in there. GTG is the Gerudo training grounds, by the way. Which, if you played the game as a kid, you might not know is actually there. We don't have a horse.
Remember to always talk to your NPCs.
Uh-huh. And sometimes pay them money. Composer's Grave was nothing. Also, I think we missed that hint in the DMT DMT Storm Squad. Oh, hey! Ryu getting bailed out. That's a strength for him.
Now, the main issue is there no other strength that's not strength 2? Because you need to clear Spirit Temple.
I mean, GTG is very out of logic right now. We don't have a horse, and we certainly don't have a hookshot or longshot, so... Oh, DMT Storm's hint was the OOT song, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Zarya's an OOT.
Oh, that means... Where is our Requiem?
That's a good question. Wait, Requiem we know. That was in Composer's Grave. Do you mean Nocturne?
Oh yeah, Nocturne, yes, sorry.
Well, that one we don't know. Still missing Bolero, Nocturne, Prelude, and Eponas.
Yeah, so...
Sponge is going in the well. Iron Boots!
Time to rush ice.
Rush Ice? Did we see a bottle?
I believe Sponge picked one up. Oh yeah, DMC passed the bongo. Yeah, so it's most likely in Volcano. Or a song leading up the Volcano.
Good point. But yeah, there's some. That's meme percent 3 out of 5. Stone of Agony on the right side of the maze. Freestanding.
We actually get meme per set before the 1 hour mark.
I mean, it's possible.
Also, with those irons in the well, that's gonna heavily incentivize turning in the prescription.
How so?
Because you got irons.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, scale could still be required to get to river, but on the other, logically required at least. But on the other hand, we now have explosives to get there anyway. All right. Who's counting keys? Because I forgot.
That's key number 5? Oh wait, that's key number 5. That's
And number
6.
One more to get to the center. Not in this GTG. Alright, Dead Hand Mini Chest has nothing. Probably a bomb refill at this point. Yeah, so Ryu opting to not do the left side of GTG out of logic. Makes sense, doesn't have strength 2, can't do a lot more checks, and hookless GTG is kind of a pain.
Yeah.
And welcome in, Monsieur Salad. Yet another key with Dead Hand. The strength that Sponge has is in Lost Woods Bridge Scrub. Or is with the Lost Woods Bridge Scrub. The boomerang is on top of Dordongo's Cavern. I think Ryu's file name is a bit pessimistic. Road to Division 2.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Whoops.
I think he's selling himself a bit short, but you know. And not to upgrade.
That's a very
Response,
nice
that is.
not refill.
Especially
wonder
considering you're starting without consumables. And bundle of arrows. Pointy sticks.
I now wonder, is RyuuKane gonna go to the bottom of the well now?
Certainly doing to do some nighttime checks. Let's see if Richard has something. Sponge choosing to not waste a chew on that row of boulders, instead running over there with a bomb flower. And yeah, I mean, we have magic, so we can now do treasure chest games. So folks, get your guesses in chat. You have about half a minute before RyuuKane or not.
No lens.
No, we start with Lens. It's his league.
Oh.
Huh, RyuuKane not interested.
I guess no treasure chest game.
Treasure chest game has been cancelled. Not sure why, though.
That's definitely something I want to bring up.
Yeah, let's talk about that in the interview. But he is going back in an important place for Ryu. Probably talking to the bridge scrub in Lost Woods there and getting his strength too. And yeah, he's definitely talking to that bridge scrub. He's farming rupees. Meanwhile, Sponge doing Child Spirit. And that's 40 rupees. That's enough for the bridge scrub. Let's go.
I know we've been talking about RyuuKane, but Sponge is Untitled Spirit.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Oh.
Again,
There was a
with
key
the song
there.
layout, we have, yeah, so that's logically child locked. Hey, Zora Tunic on target in the woods. Key in Child Spirit, so that is logically child locked. 2 keys in Child Spirit. Ew.
Oh. We're hard child locked now. If I recall correctly, 2 keys on child side is hard child lock. Right?
I don't think so, but that's silver gauntlets for Ryu. So, you know what to do, chat.
Not necessarily. Okay.
It's a good chance that it's hard child locked, depending on key layout in the rest of the temple. But yeah, Ryu is hoping for something good in that Wolfos grotto.
If it's not, then it's then the path to Morpha is either Storms or Song of Time, which, considering how the boot.
Rudo's letter.
What?
Hold up. That is one. That is definitely Rudo's letter. 2. That isn't path to Morpha.
I was just gonna say, considering that that there is the boots in the iron boots in the well, that it's probably Song of Storms that's on the path to Morpha, but
Well, yeah, probably. Oh yeah, storms to the boots in well. That works. That seems reasonable.
Wait, those boots were bomb locked.
Oh. So we're still missing something in the middle of that path.
Somewhere bombs are somewhere. Where
you
they
are
are?
100% correct that those boots were bomb locked. In any case, some frogs are poking their heads over out of the water. Let's see what Frogs in the Rain has. Sponge is getting a whole bunch of nothing on Child Side Spirit. Hey, hot container. We take it.
Now, actually, I'm interested. Is RyuuKane just gonna go clear Jabu here?
You have Rudo's letter. It's a required dungeon that gives you another song. My answer, signs point to yes.
Literally has everything for it, so yeah.
Yeah. You know, the old rule applies. You have progression available to you. You do it, even if it's foolish. I missed that hint.
Something Twin Rova.
Oh. You want to look into VOD and see if that's what our path is? CAC to Twin Rover. Alright, thanks, Chad. And that's 4 out of 5 meme percent. Nehru's Love in Zora's River freestanding, and London Ranch still on the path to Phantom Ganon.
We're still hookshot locked. Somewhere here. So where's that hookshot and bomb bag?
That is a good question that I would like the answer to. But yeah, Kakariko to Twin Rover for Mirror Shield is pretty much confirmed. Oh, that's
And
a bomb
bomb
bag.
bag.
That is certainly a bomb bag.
And this scale locked. Oh, scale's available. Scale's available because it's in Child Spirit.
Yeah.
So that's the logic for the Iron Boots. Gale was in Child Climb, purple.
Yeah, Child Climb, exactly. And 30 Skulls still dead. Meanwhile, Lake Lab tells us OT is Zarya's song.
The nice thing about Domain being foolish is you can just skip everything.
Yeah, you just get the fish and get out.
Oh yeah, it has to be accessible by both adult and child. No, wait, no, it just has to be accessible by one side.
Yeah, no, it's in logic. You have enough keys to get there.
And there was a bomb bag on Ruda's litter spot.
Well, okay. So Sponge is about to have that. And I'm guessing by the point that chat is not popping off that I didn't just miss Ryu reading our last path hint. Yeah, the scale was bomb locked. It was in Child Spirit. Yeah, SFM to Morpha. Okay.
Wait, no, I thought it was the free chest. I thought it was the free chest that had the bomb bag, not the bomb. Not the
Oh
one that
yeah, you're
required
right.
bombs.
Logic is hard, especially Spirit logic.
Yeah.
So, with a bomb back on Rudo's letter spot for Sponge.
Sponge doesn't have the boomerang that
Yeah, this
I'm on
is
top of
not
TC, so.
good for Sponge. Probably not gonna bet on Vanilla Boomerang and instead just get the heck out of here. Find that second bomb bag and think to himself, well, great.
I think it's literally just skipping it. There's no point in grabbing it.
Yeah, why? I mean, if you're a runner of Sponge's caliber,
Oh.
We have a little bit of a stream. Oh
No,
no,
this is
is
not a
this a big
stream.
sea crash?
Yep, this is a crash.
Oh no. Well, I guess it's FPA time, right?
Yep.
FPA call. All right. So this is a fair play agreement call, folks. What happens? Gutrune is our race monitor as well, so it's his turn now to make sure the runners are informed. Ryu has paused playing, and Sponge now has the right to catch back up with where he was before the FPA call, before his console froze. At least he has a maximum of 15 minutes to catch back up. So he's gonna look at his item menu, see what he has and what he doesn't have in terms of equipment, and is then going to go to the same position that he was before, and then resume playing. Yeah, the 15 minutes FPA is cumulative over the run. So you have your 15 minutes that you can spend on as many FPA calls as you have to make. But once those 15 minutes are up, you're out of luck. Yeah, so he's gonna catch back up by grabbing that bomb bag, going into back into Zora's domain, walk out to the river, and then it's about time for him to resume playing. I think he also set up a Scarecrow song here, so that he has the right to do that again.
Yes. You have to do every single check that you did up to that point.
You have to do child fishing again, even if it was nothing?
Yes. Yes.
That's an interesting rule that I didn't know about. But yeah, in the meantime, we're running some ads, so pre-rolls are disabled for a while.
Oh, I didn't realize you could just skip junk checks. I thought you had to. Yeah.
But yeah, this isn't too long of an FPA pause. As I said, Sponge is going to go back to Zora's domain now, go back out to the river, jump in the water, and then we can resume playing.
Let me check something though. Okay, he did not turn in the letter. Oh,
Nope,
he didn't have letter. Yeah, he did not have letter anyways.
Nope, that letter was in, what was it? SFM Wolfos Grotto, so he hasn't gotten that yet, so no point in being here. Doesn't need to grab that hint, must not grab that bomb back now because he skipped it the first time, and now is the time for you to count them back down. Or they can just go on 54. Alright, so what's happened now? Our runners agreed that they will continue the race at 54 minutes into the timer. So, looking at the race time room, they will continue in about 5 seconds. It'll be a few more seconds until that shows up on stream, so 15 seconds from now, they're gonna continue their race. Beans! 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 What are you? You are not... You are not even helping out, and still you managed to make an FPA call happen. That is amazing! Yes, FPA! I am amazed! So Killer Beans is our commentator who has earned himself the reputation of being a almost a guarantee for fair play agreement if he's on comms. And guess what? He wanted to help out today, didn't end up happening. He still managed to make an FPA happen. So, respect for that one, Beans. Yeah, the bow was in Logic. The bow was in Dompe Race. That was fully available. Great!
I'd say both happens, Purple.
That's a chicken and egg problem if I've ever heard of it.
No, the way you think about it is, when Beans is there, he creates the FPA. But when he isn't there, and an FPA is called, he is summoned to be
Yeah, that
there.
works more reliably than summoning Tress over on ZSR. Okay. So we still have Lon Ranch with, Kakariko Village path to Twin Rova now confirmed. We still have Lon Ranch with a path to Phantom Ganon, which at this point can only be the Minuet. And thank you so much for to Hydrophobic Walrus for subscribing for the 14th month. My goodness, that's a lot of months.
That is a lot of money.
I need to take off my socks to count that high. Okay. Sponge is about to get his Rudo's letter and will probably not head towards Jabu immediately, considering he hasn't found Boomerang yet. But will probably not be that far away if he decides to climb up Death Mountain Trail at any point soon. And Ryu is skipping the box grab here, which if you get that right the first time, you save some time. If you get it right the second time, you're just about on par with just riding the elevator down and grabbing the box. So Ryu didn't lose any time here.
Anymore, and then you're just losing time.
Yeah, and would have done better just riding down the elevator. So if you want to do this trick in a race, you better feel comfortable doing that, is what I'll say. And there's Sponge going into Goron City. Meanwhile, RyuuKane fighting one of the more interesting bosses in the game, Baronade. Because
I don't remember how I beat this boss.
If you do that well, it looks so clean and goes so quick. But we are actually abusing several mechanics of Baronade here to make that happen, so that fight happens so quickly. Rolling into Baronade is a deliberate choice which resets the cycle and makes Baronade come up and be available to be hit by the Boomerang immediately. And before that, hitting all the jellies that Baronade spawns with a Deku Nut also needs to be pretty well timed.
Now we'll get to see what is the song at Temple of Time.
Yep, SFM Path to Baronade, we already knew that one. Wait, SFM Path to Baronade as well? Yeah, sure, for Bruto's Letter.
What?
That's our last path hint. I was like, SFM Path to something blue, yeah, that's more of a... Oh, no, wait!
So it was both? It was for both. That's interesting. Yeah, happy 1 hour to everyone.
Happy 1 hour! And thank you so much to everyone who's making this restream possible. First of all, follow our runners, RyuuKane and TheSaltySponge, and thanks to them for putting on a heck of a show. Second of all, thanks to our trackers, Veva and Lady Draco, for keeping us on the right track here and making sure we can actually see what our runners have. And finally, thanks to my co-commentator Gutrune, who's also pulling double duty today as a race monitor. Oh, and thanks to Hell Knight for being our restreamer as well. This stream wouldn't reach your eyeballs without that man.
Unfortunately, he's too busy playing Elden Ring.
Well, who can blame him, really?
True.
That's more cash for Sponge, he might just pick that up. But no, has enough money.
RyuuKane going Spirit Temple, going to grab the scale. Or actually, maybe not.
Might just do
Child
Side Spirit and then come back as an adult, because he has Strength 2 and he has Mirror Shield. All he needs to be able to actually beat Twin Rova is a hookshot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sponge is headed into Jabu here without a boomerang.
I mean, you know there can't be anything in Jabu because Jabu's foolish.
Yeah, so might not be headed into Jabu, might just open up the
Probably
fish's
for Ice
mouth and
Cavern.
leave immediately.
This is for Ice Cavern access, most likely. Yeah, this is looking like just doing that for Ice Cavern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's budget preluding over to the Temple of Time there. So budget prelude, for those who don't know, playing Serenade and then taking the owl back to the market. Or, thinking better of it, playing Sun Song, maybe grabbing a few skulls, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what his plan is here.
Neither do I.
Wants it to be early morning, I guess?
Oh, because the gate was closing.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
We get to see Bumchu bowling.
Big Poe bottle, and... Well, now he's offended. Just emptied out that Rudo's letter bottle for an ice rush. And immediately gets access to another bottle from Bumshoe Bowling. That's just rude. Also, the game, by the way, making sure that you have access to an in-logic Big Po. So, Sponge is for sure going to turn that one in. And just a recovery heart for the second round of Bombchu Bowling. Will Sponge remember that he started off with a Lens of Truth? Quite possibly, so get your guesses in chat, folks.
Interesting skull routing. I've never seen the skull been picked up in a race.
Actually, no need for guesses. He doesn't have his magic. Yikes!
Baited
I'm thinking,
again.
oh yeah, we've seen magic. No, never mind. We've seen magic, but Sponge hasn't. For that, he would actually need to go up the mountain. Maybe one day we'll get to play. That's true. Sad face.
Seems like RyuuKane is pushing a lot of skulls right here. Probably just wants to check 30 and be 20 and be done with it.
I think that's a wise choice.
Oh, here's another interesting thing. RyuuKane could do Bottom the Well here.
That would get him Iron Boots and not much else, but that is probably in the cards for him. Because he's a few skulls short to be able to do, to hand in 20 skulls right away.
There are enough skulls just flying around in CAC to get to 20 skulls.
I think that's meme percent. That's nice arrows.
That is indeed meme percent. That means this seed has every single meme item. Almost all within the first hour, unfortunately. And yeah, there's the Song of Storms for Well.
Yep. Meanwhile, Sponge is, well, not quite rushing Ice. Ice is in logic, and it's past the hour mark, so this is not an Ice rush. This is still a brisk walk to Ice. And that's 20 for RyuuKane. He's done collecting skulls. Toffile, that's really mean, but also I'm writing it down.
It is unfortunate to talk about quintuple diving into Baron Domain, but you guys are correct. It is a solid question.
It is indeed. And Haunted Wasteland just hinted dead. Well,
Unfortunate for RyuuKane. Sponge saw something at the, Nope. It
nope,
was
he didn't.
nothing.
That was arrows.
And we're seeing a 1 hour chickens?
1 hour, 10 minutes. It's time for Kakariko Fried Kakus. Someone get TJ in here. Also, to balance this out, someone get Koari in here.
Oh. TJ is playing the league match.
Well, that's an argument. Leave TJ in peace for now.
Goals leading nothing. And RyuuKane opening. Oh wait, finishing chickens.
Matt, let's not do that. Yeah, you have bottom of the well right there, but still chickens. Kakariko is path. You might know, yeah, you got a mirror shield here, but who knows, maybe there's a hook shot in here as well. Maybe on chickens, and you will feel really stupid if your opponent got that 10 minutes in.
I mean, this does just feel slow though.
It
Like,
always feels slow,
schools-
especially when you... There we go, though! There we go! And Shadow is vanilla. Shadow is the Shadow Medallion. You need, 100% need to do chickens this seed.
Oh my god.
That is a huge disadvantage for Sponge.
Oh no.
Whom I not know is particularly, you know, friendly to doing chickens.
9 times out of 10, chickens is not required.
Literally.
And then, it's that 1 time out of 10 times, chicken is just required.
You know what would be hilarious, though? If there were a hook shot in early Shadow.
Oh no.
Because that is now possible.
Oh my god, yeah, that is possible. That's your... No, wait, no, you need a hook shot to access Shadow.
Nope, you do not. You need Nocturne.
I mean, oh, well, yeah. We don't know where Nocturne is, though.
Yeah. Well, it could be right here in Ice Cavern. Could be vanilla on Burning Cack.
Actually, wait, no, we know where it is. It's Bolero. It's the Bolero song check.
Huh?
Because, that's Mountain Crater to, Bongo Bongo.
Oh yeah. Well, could also be a hook shot. Unless we
No.
already looked up on top of the volcano and all that.
We already saw there was Shoes there, and there was, I forgot where else, what the drop down was.
And that's 2 bows in Ice Cavern.
That's a prelude. That'll help a lot. That'll help a lot with routing for fun.
Yeah, it's a quality of life improvement, but honestly, he would have probably liked to see any other song there, like Bolero or Nocturne. But well, yeah, Nocturne he probably knows where that is. But Bolero would have been nice to be able to immediately get that.
So unfortunately, Sponge just does not have anything.
So we have our Iron Boots, we have our Hover Boots, we have our Zora Tunic. We are Goron Tunic away from Fashion Percent.
No, yeah, vanilla spawns.
Mm-hmm.
Prelude is actually a useless song. But actually not specifically useless. It helps with child, but like still kinda useless.
Alright, so Ryu and Sponge are both doing things that the other has already done. So, quick time for a recap. This seed has hover boots on chickens. That's maybe a more concerning piece of information for Sponge. This also has a strength sitting on Lostwood's Bridge Scrub, which Ryu first skipped, and a strength sitting in the GTG lobby, which Sponge didn't yet get. Though this might be something that Sponge remedies pretty soon.
I don't particularly know when you go to GTG for Sponge.
He has a bow. He has everything he needs to beat GTG, except
Except the hook shot and Eponas.
Except a hookshot and Eponas. I'm not saying it's in logic for him. I'm saying he has everything to get there and beat it. He can reverse Wasteland as he's already demonstrated, and he can certainly do hookshotless GTG.
Yeah. It just feels slow if you just go to GTG now. Especially because you just skipped it at the beginning. When you had the exact same items.
Well, not quite the exact same. He didn't have a... well, no, he had a strength at the beginning. Well, yeah. You're right.
He literally has every single item except the bomb bag. Like, the bomb bag is the new thing he has.
And that's only gonna put the right side of the maze in logic for him. Horseback archery is dead. Or 1500 horseback archery is dead in any case. So a horse or a long shot to put GTG into logic for Sponge. He's not gonna wait that long. That much I'm sure about. He might wait until he finds a hookshot somewhere.
Oh, Eponas is most likely on,
Burning Cack, yeah.
Yeah.
It's out of logic, but it's still so dense that I could also... Yeah, Goron City is our third foolish location, and with that... Now
I wonder, is RyuuKane gonna go to Ice Cavern? Or are they going to just clear Spirit Temple here?
I think he's gonna go Spirit first, or is gonna go as far as he can in Spirit. He can't beat Twin Rova.
Yeah. Not yet, at least.
But he can basically do everything in Spirit up to that point, and that's Sponge's magic here in DMT Storm's Grotto.
I also wonder if RyuuKane is gonna go get a Nocturne and check early Shadow.
It wouldn't be a bad play. You can check Shadow. I mean, it feels bad to abandon Shadow if you don't have Furor's Wind. Oh, hi, Lord Banana. Sponge finally finding his boomerang on top of DC. Is he gonna do DC?
I mean, I would. It's a check dense location.
Yeah, DC
And get your bets in.
DC and Fire Temple are... and it is time for Treasure Chest game, folks. And cutoff is probably... Well, we're starting with right, so Gutrune and everyone except Lady Draco is immediately out. Well, we're gonna say everyone... we're gonna... let's have Starlight Dancer in as well, but no...
Everyone's out.
No, you're all out. None of you are free from sin. Everyone out.
So that's left. That's right, left, left, right.
Right, left, left, right, right, right?
Yeah.
And all that for a heart piece. Vanilla! I mean, incoherent, why not? Okay, so these are all new checks. We haven't seen DC yet. And I mean, it's pretty late DC, even considering that it's a stone. Because as you said, it's a really check-dense location.
And it's also an easy dungeon. Maybe, perhaps, Saria is required. Like, this is probably the easiest dungeon to do. Other than Deku Tree, of course.
And there's Bolero on Temple of Time. And that's easy access to, even without hover boots, to Nocturne.
Immediately playing it. Going to get that Nocturne.
Get that Nocturne, get into Shadow Temple. And there we go. I'm gonna say your first... I mean, do we want the prediction to see if your first hookshot is in Shadow Temple? Because at this point it feels bloody likely.
Yeah, it feels like there's no other option.
And that means Eponas is indeed on Burning Cack. You know what? I'm gonna kick off a prediction.
Who finds hookshot first?
No, is hookshot in Shadow Temple or not? Give chat the option to meme.
What are you talking about? It's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here in this check-in DC.
No, but that's definitely bomb lock bombs. That's our third bomb bag. Alright, let's get that prediction going. Will there be a hookshot in Shadow Temple? Note that I am not saying it's a logical first hookshot, or it's the only hookshot, or even the first we find. But if there's a hookshot anywhere in Shadow Temple, up to and including Bongo Bongo, now's your time to figure that out. And yeah, you have 2 minutes to get that prediction in. I will pay this out early if we find a hookshot. Alright, here we go. Time to get into Shadow Temple! Someone is really high rolling on that prediction. Holy smokes.
Virgil Dante with 202,000 channel points.
Virgil Dante betting the farm. Wow.
Someone really wants that NFT.
That's not a hook shot, but it is a key. And that's a heart container on King Dodongo. More vanilla. So I'm not betting because I need to pay out the prediction at some point, but you know.
I'm gonna be reasonable, and
Only gonna bet half of what Virgil betted?
no. No, I was gonna say I was
model.
gonna bet on no because of the big payout, but someone balancing out the prediction.
Oh boy. Sticks in Redead Grotto. 1 bottle away from bottle percent. But yeah, folks, this is a reminder that this seed is a reminder that always full clear your was is also still true. Is still true even if the was are now called paths. Do your chickens if Kakariko is on the way of the hero. Wow, Purple. Wow, that is rude. Hook on adult fishing. Wow. That's a slingshot.
Man, that's just terrible.
Okay, Sponge back into Hyrule Castle for going back child. Is he gonna do chicken?
No. I think Sponge is just clearing the field checks.
Clearing the field. Yeah. Boss
You're
key.
not getting a bonus.
Boss key early behind or near the BMOs in Shadow Temple.
Fortunately, that means absolutely nothing for Shadow Temple because you still have to full clear the entire dungeon.
That's more bomb shoes and Tektite Grotto. Sponge is getting those. Makes sense. Might as well. Who says no to free explosives? Not us. Not Sponge, certainly.
What is the true spinner check?
I am not sure myself.
Would you like to enlighten us, Dextronomy? Oh, it's not a check. What is it then?
More keys for Ryu. A piece of heart. For those who believed in finding a hookshot. Oh, it's the statue you turn to open your gaze. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
For those who believed in finding a hookshot in Shadow Temple. Oh
And
boy!
that's a hookshot!
Hookshot just sitting there in open grotto. Or was it remote grotto? Remote grotto in Hyrule Field. That air is getting pretty thin.
That doesn't mean there can't be a hookshot in here in Shadow Temple.
That is 100% true, but Ryu won't be able to progress to the Wind Room, so beyond the Invisible Spikes room without one, and it might just be sitting behind the Wind Room. And Flare Dancer atop the Fire Temple was what? Bottle percent!
I think it was a piece of heart.
Okay. That was open grotto for our last bottle.
Oh, it's a small key.
Small key. Oh! Well, Hammer Chest is a small key. Probably not needed. No, definitely not needed.
Yeah. Definitely
remember,
not needed unless Tharias is required.
We have a spare key. We have a spare key, or no, we actually have 2 spare keys in Fire Temple, so...
Oh, yeah.
So that is as good as dead. This is 2 more checks for Ryu. Wait, no, one more. No, 2 more checks, because the spinning pot also is a check. 2 more checks for the hookshot believers to get an answer soon. 1 more check.
And choosing to skip the check over there. Oh, yeah, you need a hook to open up the door. I wonder if RyuuKane gonna clear up field.
The hookshot is in Hyrule Field Remote Grotto. And that's all our hints but the Skullmask hint. Well, your prediction isn't dead yet. There could still be a long shot sitting in Spirit Temple and in Shadow Temple, and that would still be counting. Jax, please tell me you're not teaching a statistics class.
Math is hard. My professor has problems with statistics from time to time.
That's true. Intro physics, so basically same thing. Welp. Okay, so RyuuKane, where's he going next? I'm not sure, to be honest. Well, Goron City, of course. Or did he get the Goron City Foolish hint? I think only Sponge got that one.
I think he got it because he did drop down. Check.
Okay. I mean, still needs to stop Link the Goron at least. Toucan Sam is, well, I'm guessing Ryu did not get that hint. And a heart container atop the lab. We take those. Time to scam the professor. Double magic! Oh! Lap dive for 1 set an item. Right, so RyuuKane is now going to do DC. Not sure when he's going to run into that hookshot of his.
Yeah.
But
But I've been
Sponge,
trying to think, how can he route to the open field? Because you got no bonus.
I'll be honest, field checks are kind of an ass to do right now. Because, yeah, as you said, he doesn't have Eponas. He could play Serenade and go there, but, you know, not the greatest. And this was remote grotto as well, so this wasn't like you just walk out of lake and there it is. You actually have to hike to the middle of the field for that one.
Yeah. Also, Tofile, I do not think Sponge will find hovers before Rio finds Hook.
No, Virgil, there is not 3 SFM path hints to Morpha. There are 2 SFM path hints to Morpha, and 1, so far that we've seen, to Baronade. Both water opponents have a path to them in SFM. One's for Storms leading to Iron Boots, and the other's for Rudo's Letter in the Wolfos Grotto. But for now, Sponge has a progression dungeon to do. It's a pretty linear dungeon. It's known as Forest Temple. At some point, I need to get around to fixing that typo in our template sheet. Baronade is spelled with an A, but oh well. More chews for Ryu. And time for Sponge to dive in the well. Yes, yes, Hell Knight, that is exactly how you spell that.
Okay, hear me out. I have an idea.
Uh-oh. Gudrune's been thinking again.
Yes, I have. Longshot is on Bongo Bongo.
Oh boy.
That or Dark Link.
How do you get to that conclusion?
Because Dark Link. They have access to Water Temple.
They do.
I don't see how it can't be Dark Link.
Yes. I mean... And that is King Dodongo down for RyuuKane. Long shot on Pierre and fire, that would be very rude. That would be so rude. First of all, because it would force us to do an Oopsal dungeon. Second of all, because it means you can't pixel shot. No, Pierre is not a key. Hammer chest is hinted a key. So that is technically possible?
Yeah.
Nice recoil there from Sponge.
RyuuKane going to Spirit Temple.
He does have, well, everything except a hookshot to find to beat Twin Rover. So how does that minuet lead us to Phantom Ganon, by the way?
There's no other way to access Forest Temple.
Oh, yeah, with Sarias and OT, yeah. That's a point and a half.
So yeah,
Well, that also means there has to be a hammer somewhere somewhere locked by minuet, so that has to be Forest Temple basically at this point.
It doesn't have to be. Hammer could be in Fire Temple, or any location that is locked by a minuet. But it just doesn't have to be behind Sarias.
It has to be somewhere that yeah, okay. Anywhere behind Sarias, that is true. Or behind the Eponas of Burning Cag. Oh, that's a concerning thought as well.
Oh yeah.
Or locked by Song of Time, which at this point would be Dark Link or Toilet. In any case, we're not seeing Hammer anytime soon. Oh yeah, River Chest, not Dark Link, you're right. So the question is, when is RyuuKane going for that long shot, and is it going to be before Sponge goes for those hover boots on chickens?
We'll find out. It has no way of getting to Water Temple at the moment, so... Gnarly Fire Law.
Nope. Yeah, what Purple says in chat feels true to me. Both of them are basically close to last locationing that item.
Okay, here's what I think.
Oh dear.
RyuuKane actually has an excellent time to route in the hookshot. He can reverse back to DTG, clear DTG with hookless hookshot, then go do field check.
Or you just oh, high scale. But yeah, that's the one we knew about. So you mean route in field by going down the valley river to the
Yes.
to the lake. Good question. I'm not sure. This is one of those races where both runners have the potential to basically miss the item they need to progress any further for a good long while.
Yeah.
Especially because, again, Sponge is not known as a liker of chickens. Hover boots on chickens, Milkweed. Hover boots.
Wait, I'm confused as to why they can't do toilet.
You need to hookshot over there. I don't think you can reach with hover
Oh
boots.
yeah, you can. You need hover bits, yeah.
Milkweed, that is also why we have an unresolved prediction of where the heck a hookshot would be. That includes, is it in Shadow Temple or not? There was a Kakariko path to Twin Rova, but that was just a mirror shield from Rufio. And here is RyuuKane safe quitting after completing the child climb. And that is Sponge done! Or almost done with the boring part of Forest Temple. Time to beat Meg, go into the basement, and beat up Phantom Ganon. Meanwhile, RyuuKane going to show us some more adult climb checks here.
Unfortunately, hitting the wrong shadow.
Meg is not playing nice for Sponge today. The one that is real spins once more after the others have stopped spinning. Just $20 mirror locked for RyuuKane. His chances of finding that other hookshot are diminishing with every chest he opens. Big stabby though.
That is really nice.
Would have been nicer to find it earlier.
I'm choosing still not to put Big Staffy against Iron Knuckles.
There's a hammer.
That's...
fulfills our path to... Oh well, it confirms that our minuet was indeed past the Phantom Ganon, because it was the only way to access Sacred Forest Meadow.
Oh, does Sponge do Fire Temple? No, there's no way he does Fire Temple.
Over chickens? Maybe? The hook we know about is in Hyrule Field Remote Grotto.
And RyuuKane has to do this climb vanilla, which honestly just feels the worst thing possible to do.
It sucks so much, and you have so many opportunities to get thrown off the wall.
I remember I was doing this as a child. I did not know how to do this room. And I did not know you could do that, that you could use hook to get up.
Ooh, Phantom Ganon is not playing nice with Sponge today either. But there we go. And that's Phantom Ganon down. Vanilla boss key for Ryu.
Oh, that's interesting.
One more check for him that could be hookshot. It could bail him out completely. Phantom Ganon, as is tradition, if there is any item in Forest Temple at all outside of his chamber, has nothing. And that's it. Ryu will, of course, rotate the mirrors and ride the platform down and melt the statue's face. But that's all he can do for now. Will need to return once he finds a hookshot. Yeah, that quick push for the mirrors, if you can do it consistently, is really nice. Alright, Sponge back into GTG, sorry, into Goron City. GC, not GTC, GTG. And Sponge is headed for fire!
Oh.
Oh dear. I mean, unless there's his light arrow somewhere in Fire Temple... Wait, Ryu's doing the same thing! Okay then!
Yeah, both are going to Fire Temple.
Sponge is choosing to check out the, well, Ryu can't do much in Fire Temple because he hasn't done Forest yet. But he can't
do Forest.
Yeah, because he's missing a hookshot. But he can do this one check to see if he's immediately locked out of here, which would be the best thing for him. Well,
he is.
He is immediately locked out, but this is also the shortest possible fire for Sponge. Does he progress any further beyond that?
I think you do. You're committing to Fire Temple.
I think so too, yeah.
There's no reason why you're going to Fire Temple here if you're not going to, It's like, Sarya's locks only 2 checks here.
Yeah, Skull Kid and,
Dancing Dad.
Do you want to do 2 checks
over... Do you want to do two checks over an entire dungeon?
I mean, you also know that that Dancing Dead is nothing because Goron City is dead, so it's just one check that could possibly be your hover boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boomerang on top of DC probably made Sponge feel behind. I would agree with you there, Matt.
RyuuKane going to Ice Cavern here.
Well, it makes sense. It's a song and it's possibly a few items. It's
I just
not the worst play.
saw this. I just saw this play that RyuuKane can do. Go into Ice Cavern, then clear Ice Cavern, then do the field checks after that. And then go back Child if you find nothing.
Not sure how you route that field checks in there. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess from the mouth of the river?
Yeah.
That's the big wallet.
Because there's not really any child checks left for you to do. And there's not... What is left for Child for RyuuKane, actually?
Not
much.
Chest game? One of them did it.
Yeah, RyuuKane already did chest game.
Okay.
So they both did Child Spirit. It was, I think it was hard required.
It was
to
2
see.
keys, yeah.
Yeah, so okay. Here's what I think. RyuuKane does. So yeah, there's no child checks left. So everything has to be adult left. RyuuKane is going to check Ice Cavern, then play Serenade, go do field checks, then route back to GTG if you find something.
Ice Cavern, Serenade, field checks, back to GTG. Yeah. Seems possible. Oh,
Because you know you're hammerlocked in fire, so you can't actually progress there. You don't have access to forest, so you can't go there. I mean, yeah, he won't go back there out of logic, but like considering the fact that he doesn't have that's just like the general plan. If he was to find absolutely nothing.
I mean, Ryu at this point really needs to route in Hyrule Field Remote Grotto, but it's just literally at the far end of the world for.
Yeah.
I mean, likewise with Sponge and his chicken shack. And GTG. I mean, the GTG lobby is at this point still out of logic. Epona is on Burning Pack, so that is definitely not our logical strength too that we got in GTG lobby. Not that Ryu particularly cares, he has it. Here's Volvagia with the required small key to climb further up Fire Temple.
Okay, yeah. So this just makes going to do field checks right after this ice cavern so much stronger for RyuuKane because there actually is nothing left to do.
You know what would be really rude? Deeper Fire ending up having Sponge's logical strength too.
Oh!
That would be so bad!
Oh my god.
Yeah, if we find Longshot somewhere, the GTG strength can be logical strength too.
Yeah, I actually think that Longshot is in Water Temple now, actually. It's our Shadow Temple.
It would be hilarious if the believers in a long shot or in a hook shot in Shadow Temple were still to come out on top on this prediction.
Is there any feasible location that Longshot can be other than Shadow Temple and Water Temple? We've cleared all the Sphere 1. We've checked Bridge Scope. That was first strength. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't read.
Was our strength 1.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't see any other location that the long shot can be other than Water Temple or Shadow Temple.
Welcome in, Phineas of Gage. No, it's not really a spaghetti seed, to be honest. The only bit of a bit of confusing logic is Sacred Forest Meadow being path of both Morpha and Baronade. One for storms, path to Morpha for storms leading to Iron Boots in the well. But otherwise, our path hints are pretty straightforward. Well, yeah, that minuet in London Ranch had us scratching a head for.
In RyuuKane, it seems like they're going to be turning in Big Poes because they didn't turn in the Big Poe. And then
Yeah,
I
makes
believe they're
sense.
just doing field checks here.
That would be very advantageous for RyuuKane. That would give him an immediate 2 temples to just do. No, 3 temples.
That gives him Gen's castle access.
Wait,
Pretty
all
much.
4?
Well, Longshot cannot be anywhere else at this point. The only other location would be Hammer Chest and Fire Temple at this point.
No, Hammer Chest and Fire Temple is hinted a small keep. It could be somewhere up in the Fire Temple.
Oh yeah, here.
Sorry, in the
Here.
climb up to Hammer Chest, though.
Yeah, it would be here. But like, you're finding your Longshot along the way here. You're not going to be very much searching for it. I mean, there's only one location it can be, and that would be in... I thought we did all the overworld checks here, Purple. I mean, Skull Kid is the last one, yeah. I'm just saying, logically, Longshot is most likely going to be in, Adult Lake was cleared by Sponge. And oh yeah, there is the Hammer Rock. Yeah, I guess there's quite a few checks left, actually, now that I think about it, so yeah. And that's the hookshot for RyuuKane.
It gives him 3 temples to immediately beat, 4 if you count in the...
Longshot is on the way
Yeah.
to Water Temple.
Well, also, it's just there is a hammer on the way in Forest Temple basement, so that will hint maybe RyuuKane. If the Longshot ends up being here in Fire Temple, then that'll point RyuuKane in the right direction. We have not removed Skull Mask from Logic, but we do have an always hint for Skull Mask.
And we have not found that hint, I think.
And RyuuKane heading back into Shadow Temple, so we will know pretty soon what if our prediction is or if our prediction's answer is yes or no. If we find a hookshot in Shadow Temple somewhere. Well, here's Pierre Chest for us. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no, Sponge!
Oh no.
What you want to do here is void out by climbing up on that block and then stepping underneath it. Yep, because that goes up and then comes back down, and then you just don't step underneath that block, apparently? Because then you spawn back at the door. This is fine.
Yeah.
First time I saw this play, that was a big brain play to me. I hadn't thought of getting back up there that way. Sponge making very sure to slide down on the other side of that post this time. Cost him a minute though. Pierre wasn't the answer.
There's only the highest Goron left in Fire Temple, if I recall correctly. Point.
Compass chest as well, and that's it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So not a lot left.
Nope. Yeah, this seems super obvious once you know that all this is one room, and as soon as you void in a room, you spawn back at the entrance where you entered the room. But if you never think about it, that is just some big brain play. I mean, Sponge goes child because he has all the items to just do Jabu. Oh,
Yeah.
that was the last item in Fire Temple. 2 more keys wait for Sponge, and he isn't interested in those. Wait, no, he has a key already. There's 1 more item to be gotten.
Yeah. That would be the highest Goron.
Yep. And so in here we go. Meanwhile, RyuuKane making good progress in Shadow Temple. 3 more checks, no, 4 more checks for him to see if there is a hook shot in Shadow Temple. Just kicking the Stelphos off the boat, not even bothering to beat them up. And that's the last item in Fire Temple. Nothing in here for Sponge. This is looking worse and worse for the salty Sponge here. Gonna be honest.
Sponge going into Water Temple now.
That might help him for a while. Wait, no. Can he? Yeah, he can.
Yeah. You have the hook shot, you can enter it there. Just a tiny bit low on hearts though, unfortunately.
We have a Zora tunic, we don't care about hearts.
True.
Yeah, who needs health when you have a good sense of fashion? A key. That's our final small key. Ryu already has the boss key, but does not know if that last chest might just be his light arrows. So he's going to check that chest that appears when he beats up the floor master in this last room.
HPA 1000 does not require Sarias.
No, it does not.
Specifically,
but it does require a horse.
And you're getting a horse just by completing dungeon.
And that's the last item in a Shadow Temple chest. 1 more chance for a hookshot to be in Shadow Temple, and that's if it's the prize that Bongo Bongo drops.
Yes, Sarias is on all dungeons.
And I can only imagine Virgil Dante is sitting on the edge of their seat right now. Oh, RyuuKane losing a bit more health by not quite getting that roll over to the platform on the left there.
And almost missing it again. You could have saved time using the nice arrows there.
Oh!
Ooh.
Getting bodied by Bongo here. One, two, three, four, five. That's a quick Bongo fight. Here we go. Good luck, Virgil. This is your last chance. And survey says... It's a long shot! Oh my god, Virgil, congratulations! Wow!
And RyuuKane is now in glow mode.
Wow! That is amazing! I'm not even mad. Look, if I were to lose points to that, I wouldn't even be mad. Will there be a hookshot in Shadow Temple? The answer is yes. Yeah, this might just be GG's. This is glow mode for RyuuKane. Ganon will tell him where those light arrows are. It can't be many locations at this point.
Unfortunately, RyuuKane still has to sit through the 15 minutes of Forest Temple.
Well, meanwhile, Sponge is showing us new checks, though, so that's something. Longo Bongo. Wow, okay. Well, congrats to all who won channel points on this ridiculous bet, because the odds were basically crushing you, and you prevailed. That was hard required iron boots. Yeah, was that the boss key, eh?
I believe so.
Yeah, Central Pillar had the boss key, but oh well, both our runners do have iron boots.
And Sponge,
Yeah, Sponge might be getting chicken this seed.
I think in the last race, I took a look at the race room, and RyuuKane said if it's on that one check, I lose. And it was on a check he never checks, so it's likewise to Sponge.
Like, chickens is one of those checks. The earlier you do it, the better it is. Because if you do it early on, when you are in CAC for the first time as a child, you can route in a few other checks. You can route in Open Grotto, you can route in the Windmill, and a few other things that make it not so bad. Because at that point, you are investing less of those 2 minutes to just running around and picking up chickens in Kakariko. But the later in the seed it gets, the more it feels bad, and it is a probably a time investment that will not pay off. I mean, if Ganon says inside my castle for light arrows, then I'm going to be... Oh yeah, and a very belated happy 2 hours to everyone. Then I'm going to be very curious where that strength 3 is.
If he says outside my castle, that is a very, very scary spot. Because you don't know where strength 3 is.
Yeah. So, thank you so much to everyone who's making this restream possible once more. Thank you to RyuuKane and TheSaltySponge for putting on a heck of a show. Thank you to Veva and Lady Draco for being our trackers and making sure we all can see what the hell is going on in this seed. And thank you to Hell Knight for being our restreamer, and thank you to Gutrune, my co-commentator and our race mod today.
And thank you, Tobias.
And thank you, dear viewers, for being here and being awesome.
This, unfortunately, is a very sad water temple for Sponge.
Yeah, you won't find anything here unless it's light arrows.
And it can't progress because it just... Actually, you can do the entirety of Spirit Temple, but like... that's not really doing anything for him at this point.
Well, it is a progression dungeon, it's where he's going next.
Yeah. Like, unless he does Jekkins, he's not going anywhere, unfortunately. Oh yeah, he doesn't have strength 2.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. It's strength 2 is at this point still out of logic though. And wait, because Epona is on... Hold up, let me think for a moment.
Yeah, Epona's
So
on Burning Cack.
Epona's on Burning Cack, but we have a long shot now. Was that long shot in logic without having that strength 2? Let me think for a moment. Okay.
Yes. Long shot is logical crossing.
Alright, long shot's logical crossing. That puts that strength 2 in logic. That means that's our logical strength 2. Great.
Sponge is going to go to GTG though.
That's gonna... I mean, not bail him out, but it's gonna give him a thing to do. Sorry, Purple, I missed that completely.
So did I. I'm also sorry, Purple.
Alright, so Sponge can do all of GTG with that, and even in logic. So we might see a few more GTG checks. Maybe the light arrows are just sitting in the strength room.
Fortunately, Kenra, I do not have a blame command.
I think those go for 1,000,000 channel points at the moment.
They in fact do go for 1,000,000 channel points.
Okay. Time for Sponge to dive into GTG and probably be hella confused by that Strength 2 in the lobby. But first, let's see what's on top of the fortress. Let's see what's on Horseback Archery 1000. Oh, no horse. Yeah, that's a point. Oh, Ryu not quite getting that shot.
Yeah, I agree with Purple here. Sponge probably won't be confused until he beats Jabu and doesn't get opponent.
At that point, it might dawn on him that there is a long shot somewhere that he hasn't checked yet or doesn't have access to yet. And immediately bails from GTG once he finds that second strength.
Oh, I think he's checking Hammer Rock. Hammer Rocks into play Requiem and go to Spirit Temple. I think he's saying there's nothing in GTG.
At this point, it's still out of logic for him. He just feels like he might just feel like oh, I already got an out of logic item that bailed me out here, so I'm gonna play into that and do Spirit Temple. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he saved in. Did he save in GTG? Yeah, he did save in GTG.
Okay,
So it was just going out.
Do a
Yeah.
quick check of Hammer Rock. Well, here's the mech fight for RyuuKane. Longshot was in Shadow Extreme Psy. It was on Bongo Bongo.
Hey, you remember what I said initially? Long shot on Bongo Bongo or Dark Link.
Yes, you did. It was definitely the smart play to bet against Longshot being in Shadow Temple. Like, the odds for that were so much better. But you know what? Today, the short odds won out.
Fortunately, Sponge is so far behind because he does not have the hovers, nor has no progression in Spirit Temple or Shadow Temple, and RyuuKane is just finishing up Forest. So at this point, he will be he's about 2.5 dungeons behind at this point.
Yeah, Ryu's seed is on rails at this point. He's just playing the video game. He's no longer solving the puzzle.
Yeah,
Because
Actually,
he
not
has
even
everything.
2.5.
Yeah, he has everything he needs to just go up to Ganondorf and find out exactly where those light arrows are.
Yeah. Sponge is more like 3.5 dungeons behind, actually.
Yeah, because he also did Fire Tempo, which Ryu
Yeah.
is not going to do. I'll be honest, this is going to be difficult for Sponge to recover from. But then again, Ryu did route this seed very, very well.
Yes. And it all started with that chicken's play.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that can give Sponge some of his time back is if Ryu decides to go fishing for that Strength 3, if it comes to that, in Fire Temple, because we know that's not it. If Ganondorf ends up saying light arrows are either outside of his castle or inside of his castle and Strength 3 locked, so in Light Trial, then we might still have a race on our hands. We don't know at this point.
I don't particularly think so. The entirety of Fire is less than a Shadow and Spirit Temple combined.
Ryu is in glow mode. He's not got his light arrows yet, but everything else he does. Yeah, that's true. But it might give Sponge some time to catch up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough, to be honest. Another rupee for Sponge, and... well, that's that wallet full. Another rupee.
Another rupee to make your already full wallet even fuller.
Well, you know what he did with that rupee, though, don't ya? He threw it on the ground! Happy birthday to the ground. We don't really do bets as such on the light arrow location. I mean, the only one we could do basically for the high rollers in here would be inside Ganon's castle,
yeah.
or maybe Strength 3 locked or not. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, Strength 3 locked or not is a good bet. Yeah, Sov, unfortunately, Saria only locks one check. There's no point of talking about one check instead of 10 checks? I think there are locked down strengths too. No, strength 3.
Predictions going, folks. You have 5 minutes to get your guess in. Are light arrows locked by Strength 3? Are they in Light Trial or OGC? Or are they somewhere else?
Also, Troll Rova being super trolly for RyuuKane, unfortunately.
What else is new?
So I was
Virgil?
one off on Strength 3.
Holy heck, Virgil is betting the farm again.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I'm gonna bet a more moderate amount. Purple betting everything he has remaining.
Well, good luck to everyone who's gambling their channel points today. And we are seeing toilet, folks. Spons is checking out. The sunken silver rupees in GTG, also affectionately known as toilets. But yeah, folks, even if you are gambling entirely worthless channel points, remember, only gamble what you can afford to lose. For him, it's out of logic, yes, Juke.
I'm also betting responsibly, only 1/5 of my points.
Yep, Ryu finds his boss key and is straight out of water again. Well, Strength 2 is in GTG, not much else so far. Logical Strength 2 as well. Locked by Longshot on Bongo Bongo, because that's how we roll in this game. And Sponge needs his hovers from chickens. I feel so bad for Sponge. And toilet is an item. A piece of heart. Time to play Requiem for Sponge and yeah. Just play Spirit Temple for a while.
Fortunately, there's no items in Spirit Temple.
Nothing. Don't quite recall where that boss key was that Ryu is looking for. Do you recall, Gutrune? Boss key was in Central Pillar, right, okay. Right, we were talking about hard required irons earlier. And logically required Zora tunic, by the way. Which we did get with a slingshot in Lost Woods. Oh, nice fight against those shells. Now, if Ryu goes by the standard routing, he's going to go... Yep, down here. You are supposed to have long shot for this check, but you can also cheese your way across that barrier with hover boots. And there's Farore's Wind. We hadn't seen that yet, I think.
It's pretty useless, unfortunately, though.
Well, it's gonna be used exactly once when Ryu... Well, Ryu might drop it with Morpha right now, but at this point, debatable use. But he's definitely gonna use it to get back to Ganondorf quickly.
That is true. RyuuKane doing everything but Central Pillar.
But we are seeing the bomb trick.
I always like to see this trick. It's always such a cool trick.
Not a clip, by the way. You just get pushed across to the side of the block on the frame that the bomb explodes. You just need to get it to advance one more frame. Ryu not quite getting that frame of... There we go, bomb is exploding. And pull that block. There we go. Nice. And push it to the side straight away.
It's such a cool trick that saves, like, good 15 seconds. I don't know why.
Only, yeah, but only if you do it. Basically without as much pausing and unpausing as Ryu had to do here.
Yeah.
I think that was about even with getting it the vanilla way. But you know what? It was a swag strat for sure. Ryu is about to get his boss key now.
I mean, Duke, the thing is, he was never really in a position. Sponge was never really in a position to go and do Jabu at the time. It would just be going out of his way to go to do Jabu.
Yeah, it's a foolish location. I mean, you do it when you need thinking time or when you just have nothing else to do, but until then, here's Ryu's boss key. It's Forest Medallion, yes, it gives you a song, but still. That is 6 medallions in about 2 minutes for Ryu. I'm pretty sure he's gonna check Light Arrow cutscene before he's going into Ganon's castle, though.
Oh, absolutely.
He has that much time.
No, you're playing Prelude.
Oh yeah, Prelude.
You have Prelude. Just go play it.
I didn't quite recall that we all have Prelude, but yeah, it was an ice cavern. Then you're definitely checking lags. Here we go, more vanilla for Sponge. super nice Morpha fight from RyuuKane. Gets the quick pull, gets 3 quick strikes in on the amoeba. That's Morpha done, and his dying cutscene takes about twice as long as the actual.
That is like the cleanest Morpha I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely up there. Can't do it much better than this. You'd be talking about saving frames at this point. And that's Morpha, a key 6 medallions for RyuuKane. Are we shooting the sun? Probably we're shooting the sun before we
No,
play
we know.
Prelude.
We know what it is. It's double defense.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You're absolutely not shooting the sun here.
Yeah, no, you're not. I had forgotten. But we have a hint about this. So, Prelude. Light arrow cutscene is the Goron tuning. Okay.
Fashion
That early
percent is
wallet certainly
completed.
came into play. Yeah, fashion percent is 100% complete. We got all the boots. We got all the t-shirts. So the only items still missing in action: a strength upgrade, a slingshot, a scale, and fire arrows. Well, and light arrows.
We know where the other scale is, though.
Do we?
Yes. Big Goron.
Oh yeah, there is that.
You started with the eyeball frog.
As it turns out, chat, I cannot read this dang hint sheet. And I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this is TheSaltySponge 3 dungeons and a twin rover fight behind.
Technically even more than that, because he did Fire Temple.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, in his defense, he has cleared out a lot of Water Temple. And Sponge is being trolled by Troll Rova.
Yeah, Sponge got chickened this seed, and I mean, that's... Nice and clean salt and pepper fight from Ryu.
Takes 13
Alright.
chews to kill those, right?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Time to drop that for Roar's Wind, go into Ganon's boss door, and find out where we're headed.
I mean, the thing is, even if that were to happen, Sponge still wouldn't have a chance, because RyuuKane would still clear out the rest of the game.
Let's see what he says. Inside my castle? Oh dear! This just got spicy!
There are 6 checks?
There
Or
are
are there
6
7?
checks that are not strength 3 locked. We have Shadow Trial 1 and 2, Spirit Trial 1 and 2, Forest Trial 7. Forest Trial, and we have Water Trial 1 and 2.
Yep. So there's quite a bit.
Okay, HBA 1500 was dead, indeed. That is 6
No,
checks left to go.
There's 8 not locked checks.
Which check am
Oh
I
wait,
forgetting?
no.
Ah yes,
Oh
a
wait,
validation chest, but we've already seen it.
yeah, yeah.
Alright. 5. 4. But even if this is strength 3 locked, and we are in casino mode for strength, this is still a massive lead for RyuuKane that, I mean, Ryu can basically full clear the video game in the time it takes Sponge to catch this up.
And
Never
not.
mind! Okay! This is GG.
This is GG.
I mean, I hate calling races early, but this is not calling early. This is just, spitting facts at this point. That was Strength 3 inside Ganon's Castle, Shadow Trial 1. And there's the fire arrows!
Oh wow.
Cups?
Cups on drugs?
That was Cups on Drugs, the original, check. Light trial here.
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
long shot for fire with fire arrows on chickens.
Alright, here is our bet. Or what interests all those who are... There we
And
go!
it
Okay.
is!
And the answer is yes! It was indeed Strength 3 locked light arrows. A modest payout for all those who bet yes, because that was 72% in favor of yes.
Burble down to 0 points. In shambles.
Oh no, Sponge is preparing Skull Mask.
Oh, 156 points. I'm sorry.
But first, chat, you get another chance to win a treasure chest game.
The first 3 bets are literally the same bets.
And we are starting with a right, and they're all out. Right, left. That is Mr. Trash still in.
And
right, left,
Mr.
left. That is
There's
all of
no
us out.
one else. Yep. No one's alive left.
Right, left, left, right. And here's Ganon for everyone. That Ganondorf fight was a blink and you miss it fight from RyuuKane. And it's on to the final baddie. Time to make us some bacon. First step in making bacon, you tenderize it. For that, take a meat mallet. But if you can't get one, a Megaton hammer is a fine alternative.
I heard Deku sticks also work, but only if you wrong warp there.
Well, Goma to the castle collapse scene is apparently a thing that happens. And that is Bacon tenderized. Next step, slice us some bacon. Go grab your master sword, slice some thick cuts of bacon off that little piggy. Final step, grill us up some crispy bacon with the energy of the sun that Princess Zelda is providing.
And everyone, get your GGs in chat.
Yeah, GG's to RyuuKane for finishing this race in first place with a time of 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 21 seconds. GG.
Sponge immediately forfeiting right after.
Sponge immediately forfeiting, but is joining us for an interview. That's awesome. Awesome. RyuuKane is joining us for an interview as well. Curse you, Road to Division 2, says RyuuKane.
Yo, merci pour les GG, les gars. Cassio, tous les deux. Vas-y, go faire l'interview.
Let's see. There's RyuuKane. And joining us for an interview. Congratulations, GG's RyuuKane.
Yo, thank you, guys.
Road to Division 2? Not today.
I mean, that was the tag I had on my first match. It was against Sponge as well. And I remember the comms were quite surprised and not convinced by the tag. I'm like, okay, I'm using this tag every freaking match. So yeah. Oh, I'm very happy. I'm so tired.
I can understand that. Wow, what a race. I mean, that was a lot of distance between you and Sponge in the end.
Really? What was he missing?
Hovers.
Oh, yeah, okay. I kept thinking about the logic in this seed, and I was like, okay, I have almost nothing in logic, so there's gotta be something in the low sphere checks. So I'm like, the Song of Storms might be path for Morpher, since what did we find in SFM? There was Storms, Song of Time, and Rule's Letter. And Jabu had nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, it cannot be in ice, so maybe it's in bottom of the well. So I'm routing towards bottom of the well, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing chickens here. So yeah, the thing is, I was kind of, torn between this is good for me or this is something that Sponge can do pretty early as well. So yeah, I was thinking actually that the thing that would give me the win would be the hovers, but I didn't think it was that crazy.
Well, as GG's first of all, Sponge. Welcome in, and commiserations on well.
Yo, GG Sponge.
Not quite getting the routing right this seed, I think.
It's whatever.
It happens. Want to know where your hovers were?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Chickens.
Yeah, I was about to do chickens.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, what can I say? Sometimes you just get unlucky.
Nah.
I mean, Ryu routed the seed really, really well. Is all I
Nah.
can say, really.
You can't say I got unlucky here.
I think I can.
I don't think that's true.
Sometimes rando is just gonna rando, and I mean,
No, it's honestly just don't, please.
okay. Well, then how was the seed from
that
your
doesn't
point of
give
view?
enough credit to RyuuKane as a player, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that the only reason I lost is because I got unlucky. No, but GG's, man.
GG's to
Wait,
you
so
as
did
well.
that block the long shot in Shadow, I assume?
Yeah, I was on bongo.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
So did you full clear the seed, except for chickens and whatever you that was locking?
Let me look at my tracker. I have Skull Mask, Skull Kid, chickens, and 20.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
it.
So I assume you full cleared fire as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and 1,000. Where were light arrows?
Lights were in light trial, with strength 3 being in castle.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I ended skipping a bunch of checks as well, actually, so it was pretty nice for me. But the thing that kept me thinking, okay, this is actually pretty bad for me, is maybe there was Epona in ice and GDG's in logic, because I reversed pretty early and I couldn't do half of a GDG. And I completely forgot that not giving the card would lock you from reversing. So I was like, okay, if I need to go back to GGG, I need Eponas or long shot.
No, the bridge is fixed. You just walk there.
Well, yeah, but I could not. Oh, yeah, that's actually true. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm kind of stupid, but I couldn't reverse as well. So yeah, whatever. I'm kind of stupid here.
No, it's like I used to make that mistake all the time. It's so easy to forget that the bridge just gets fixed because we're so used to just having the guard on the other side of the
That's true.
gate now.
All right, I'm gonna blame this on RSL.
That being said, I learned something new today, and that is that you can still get caught by the Gerudo while you're on the other side of the gate. I didn't know that before.
That's pretty much the only time you can do that. You can do that once, and then when you get the card, you have to give it to the Gerudo if you are intending to reverse.
Yeah.
Dude, how come I forgot about the bridge? What the fuck, me?
It's probably been a very long time since you've had to actually.
That's kind of true, but
Yeah.
also I'm still pretty stupid because I helped Necro play 2 RSL seeds in this afternoon, and we had the bridge fixed so much, like so many times because we got the card. What the fuck? Okay, I got. If you won't say you got unlucky, I'm gonna say I got pretty lucky here because I would have gone to GTG if I didn't peg at this. Yeah, I kind of shaved off some time here.
It's alright. I've been bailed out enough times that it's about time that somebody stuck it to me. So this is just karma doing its thing.
You know what? Better lose today so you can slaps S5, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to get destroyed by Eichel or Floosh next round.
Nah, it's okay. You guys are gonna do it.
You're gonna crush.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go.
I mean, thank you very much for putting on a heck of a show. still, thank you very much for joining us for an interview and for being on Restream. This was still super nice to watch. So, what I can say, commiserations on the loss today. We still love your Sponge.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I definitely don't love all of you. I pick and choose. Nah, I'm
Fair.
just kidding. All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Take care.
I hope you feel better. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, that means, Tolfile, your questions sadly will remain unanswered. But that being said, yeah, both runners bought shoes before 30 minutes were over in this race. I mean, both of you were pretty clear that you wanted some explosives.
Okay, I kind of forgot what was it that I really wanted the explosives, but I cannot remember why. I think bottom of the well was one thing, but what was the other one? Maybe child spirit. I don't freaking remember, but I had like two reasons to get explosives early. One being bottom of the well, and the other I cannot remember. Though. I'm sorry about that.
I mean, it happens.
Why did I want explosives? Maybe for Lost Woods? Because I didn't do shit in Lost Woods as child?
That one I can imagine, yeah. I mean, we ended up not having any relevant item in Lost Woods bombable in the Lost Woods bombable checks, but they were available pretty early on. It's just, I mean, ridiculous item layout in the beginning, kind of. An eyeball frog and a wallet from Mido? What the hell?
Yeah, well, the wallet was pretty nice, and the frog was kinda something. Thing is, usually when I get the frog that early, I don't actually care about Bigorn. Because most of the time, Bigorn is just way too out of the way, especially if you have the frog, because you need so much stuff to get it done quick. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hope that Bigorn has nothing, and then I see the scare on a hint, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of shitty. But yeah, it's not worth keeping the frog, so in the end, it's the same thing. I was just hoping to get the iron boots early then, which I did, so it was pretty nice.
I mean, what can I say? This was, you basically got routed this seed.
Do you really think so? Because I took a lot of time finding my freaking hookshot. I think I got pretty much everything except the hook at 1:15 or something, and then it took me almost an hour to get that hook. I got it so freaking late.
I mean, I'd say that you last locationing the hook is a blessing in disguise. Because it allowed you to progress
Probably.
so far into the seed without having to worry. But,
Probably, yeah. Thing is, when I got the hook, it got pretty linear since I was only missing the long shot and the lights were kinda on the way as well. So yeah, I just ended up blitzing through the dungeons.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I think, something that cost Sponge some time was also doing Fire Temple. I mean,
Yeah.
which
Thing
was
is,
a completely reasonable play with the items he had.
True. I
Just
actually
you
don't
got
know.
to completely avoid that, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't know the layout of the keys because I only found the boss key. But yeah, from the hints, that was pretty clear that Forrest had the hammer. So indeed, when I was looking for the hookshot, that's why I went to hammer actually because I knew the hammer was behind the hook. So I thought that maybe if I can get a good item in the first checks of fire, that could be something good for me. And then I find the BK, and I'm also pretty pleased because that means I can just ditch fire all the whole seed.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. I think that just about wraps it up for us, unless you have anything else that you would like to say to chat.
Well, not only to chat, but to everyone involved in the restream as well. Thank you very much for the restream. That is pretty much appreciated, and it's because we get to play on screen that it is something that we are hyped about.
It was a super great match, and I am super grateful that we got to restream it. And yeah, I mean, thank you for putting on a hell of a show. Thanks also to, of course, everyone else who was involved with the restream. First of all, again, follow our runners, Ryu and TheSaltySponge. Second of all, thanks to our trackers, Veva and Lady Draco. Thanks to Hell Knight for being our restreamer, and thanks to Gutrune, both being an awesome co-commentator and being our race monitor today. And I guess thanks to Killer Beans for apparently still managing to make an FPA happening.
Literally, as he came in, the FPA ended.
Yeah, so